Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be decorating my personal home planner for the week of July 21st to the 27th. And I'm going to do a checkerboard spread. So I've kind of laid out my checkerboard because every time I do this, I mess it up if I don't lay it out. I'm going to do that with Fruits and Florals by Love Posh. So we've got these fun, bright summer fruits and flowers. And then these are on clear. We've got some on paper. And then there's another set back here that I might be able to use. And I might not. I don't know. And then to go with that, I've pulled out rainbow boxes. And I've got both my copies. And I'm not sure exactly which. Probably use the orange. Although there's some blue in there. I'll probably use this darker orange. It kind of can play off of those colors. And maybe the pink and the yellow. I think those are the colors that are in here that will go the best with this set. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, is get this checkerboard done. And what I want to do is I want to do, I think I want to do the fruit and maybe some florals on the side also, and then in the checkerboard pattern. So I'm going to grab this big corner piece. These are exactly the same page. So I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to pull this out. I have the feeling I'm going to use them both. And that'll just keep me from having to flip back and forth. So I'm going to grab this guy. The reason I'm doing this week is because I've got a super busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then almost nothing at the beginning of the week. So I felt like this would really fill up my planner nicely and not make it look quite so unbalanced. So I do like white space in my planner, but I don't like when it's really heavy over here and practically nothing over here. All right, so let's start with, that's huge. These are big. I don't know if these are gonna work as well as I thought. That is a massive pineapple, but and that could literally be the whole. So if I do that, I'm gonna want to do another one, probably over here. I'm just going to try to get this as much in this box as possible. And then we'll cut off. Oh, look, that's going to fit. That's going to fit. Yay. And this one will not fit, but there you go. as much of it in the box as possible. Then I'm going to cut off what hangs out. I hope I de-stuck it well enough that... Now, normally I wouldn't save a tiny little scrap like this, but I'm going to want to try to fill these boxes up as much, like as full as possible. So I'm going to save all of my tiny little scraps. And I may even go into, I think I've got a food book. I may go into my food book and see if I've got, I know there are fruits in there. See what kind of fruits are in there. And see what I can pull from there to fill in the tiniest of gaps. When I do a checkerboard spread, I like it to be pretty full. So we'll try to find something tiny to come back and fill in there and fill in here. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Yay! I want to do a flower over here. I think I want to put it here though. Actually, I'm going to do, there's a couple of flowers, so I'm going to go ahead and put several of those flowers in one box. Doesn't go there. See, I already almost messed it up. And how about a yellow? Maybe down here. I think that pink is going to be a little too big. That pink and yellow is going to be a little big too. Okay. Let's bring in some citrus. I'm going to bring the, this is an orange. I don't know if it's an orange or if it's supposed to be lemon. I'm going to bring it in up here. And then we'll bring this lime in. Oh, that's big. Not going to happen. Let's see if this orange. No. So I'm going to go back to my lime. And I'm going to bring it in down here, I think. And then this line can go here. And this orange can go here. And we'll put this orange here. Maybe here. We're going to wait on that. Watermelon. Oh, look, that one is already, it's already cut for me. Yay. And I think I might put flowers there. I know they're right beside those. Oh, I got that too. Watermelon. I'm going to put that watermelon in there. I mean, obviously I'm going to put flowers in other boxes too. We're not just doing, this is just my sort of the focal, the big piece in each box. Yeah, I'm gonna do florals here. Put this one hanging out here like so. And actually this one I'm gonna save for the sidebar. I can put this smaller one here. And then can put, I'm gonna take this big old thing and it's gonna go in the sidebar. So I'm gonna cut it in half, or not even totally in half. I'm gonna drop it there. Cut my page. That's one way to know that you have cut all of the sticker off, is to cut your page. We're going to say that was planned. I do that on purpose every time I do it. I don't mind the clear hanging out of the box, but if it's a straight line like that and it's really easy to cut, sometimes I will cut it. I'm going to drop this in this corner I can get it to play nicely. Okay. Let's grab this big floral. Let it fill in this space right here. And then I'm going to take this tiniest of, I don't think that's worth saving. It is not. I'm going to take this tiniest of pieces and drop it in here. And then I'm going to take this off that other pineapple. And I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to take this lemon or whatever it is. Make myself a corner piece. Hopefully I got that somewhat straight. At least straight enough to get a corner piece out of it. And I did. It almost looks like a little sunshine. Oh, look at a little sunshine. I'm going to take the rest of it. And put it in down here. And then I'll take this little orange. That there. We can take the rest of this. I don't have any florals on the top and the bottom, so let's work on that a little bit. I've got these little blue leaves. I'm going to cut this one. So it can go right here. Oh, don't stick. Work with me. Work with me. Okay. And then we can drop this one right here. Now I've got these two cute little ice creams or popsicles, or I guess whatever we want to call them. It's Maybe it depends on where you're from, whether you call it ice cream or popsicles. That in there. And that is that whole sheet. I'm going to grab this tiniest piece of this pineapple. Drop it in here. Not exactly straight, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm going to grab this. Let it hang down there. I've got these paper stickers, but they're going to look so different. But they're smaller. I think I'm not going to use them though. Even though they're smaller, I think they're going to look too different. So the second set that I've got, I think they're both on paper. No. So we've got some grapes and strawberries and cherries. So I'm going to grab strawberry. They're kind of big too, aren't they? I'm going to grab a little strawberry. I'll drop it in there. And take the rest of it. Put here. And a lemon. Can we get this whole lemon in? I don't necessarily want to get it in whole, but it is a whole lemon. I can that part of it right here. And then I think the rest of it will fit here. I'm going to trim a little more off of it. I can put it right here. Then a pear and a grape and a peach. I'd love a peach or some of those cherries. But I think I've about got it filled up. I kind of think that's as full as I want it. So we're going to go to I'm going to tuck this back in the book. And I'm going to grab my boxes. So I had a birthday on the 24th. I have 2 things I need to do on the 25th. I've got 2 things on the 26th. And I've got basically 3 things on the 27th. And then nothing on the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. So actually, Oh, that blue looks so nice. I'll choose that blue. And choose this blue and yellow bullet points. So, Thursday, I have a birthday. I want the size that's just bigger than that. Please tell me I have one of the. I do. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to put that in here for her birthday. And then Friday, we have pickup. And then I just have a small thing that I need to note. So I'm going to put a box in here for pickup. Now, normally I don't put my boxes like in the boxes, but I am this week because I don't want to, I'm not taking these outside the boxes, so I don't want to take these outside the boxes. Saturday I need 2 boxes, but they can be 2 small boxes. So I have a lesson. And I'm subbing. I'm just going to see if I already had anything pulled off. So I've got a lesson at 9, and I'm subbing at 2. I think if I'm thinking about pulling this orange in, but I'm going to pull, I think maybe the lighter orange instead of the darker. I don't have a whole lot of that light orange left though. Sheesh. I'm just going to do a teach box. Instead of fitting in that I'm subbing. I like the lighter better. So, I'm going to put it all the way to the bottom since I did those all the way to the bottom. And lesson. And then I need to note something. I have a payment due and I have a lesson. And I'll be teaching. So let's do my lesson. And we need 2 teaches. Oh wait, this would be a teach. That was a teach. Then I need another teach. And I need a lesson. There. I think just to provide some consistency, I'm going to bring one of these boxes in. Actually, I'm going to do a little one. I'm going to do a little dark blue. There's bound to be something I'll need to note in there. And then I'll do have a big orange. I don't think I have a big light orange. I think all I have, oh, I do. I think I have one left. One big orange that's not a full box left. That's nuts. Apparently, these are my favorite boxes of all. I'm going to do another small blue. I'm weird about the way I use my boxes. I like to use these on the sides up first, on these little ones, and then I like to go to these pages where it's the full boxes of pages. So that's why you see me flipping so much, is I'm looking for anything on the sides that I need to use up. Okay, there's that. And I want bullet points. I'm going to do the yellow bullet points. So I know I have something I need to note on. Do something I need to note on Sunday. I have something I need to note on Friday. That's about it. So the question becomes, do I want to put my bullet points in with the boxes, or do I want to put them in these empty boxes? Or do I want to do like a checklist and a checklist? And then I could do quote, checklist and a checklist. I do quote, quote, quote. I kind of want to do, if I can find them, quote, quote, quote. Let's put the quotes in first. I don't have to have bullet points. I just want them. That's it. I just want them. And I know Amber had a she had a fruit set in one of her books, and so there I know I've got some fruit inspired quotes. I'm just making sure I don't have any more. So you've got be a pineapple, stand tall, and be sweet on the inside. Oh, I'm sorry, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. We've got make fresh squeezed lemonade. Squeeze the day, life is sweet. Happiness is a cold watermelon. And then just stand tall. So I want to put this pineapple quote right here by the pineapple. And then, oh, I could have put it there. I put life is sweet here. Oh, no, 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 no. Happiness is cold watermelon. Right here by this watermelon. And life is sweet or squeeze the day. So I've got one thing I need to note on Friday, but I could note it up there. Let's take this. Well, that won't work. I was going to take that and put it down here, but then that's right across from that, so I might as well put that right across from that. I could put that one down there. Or squeeze the day. So I think I'm going to do squeeze the day. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my bullet points and see if we can work some bullet points. This is a full spread. I haven't done a spread this full in a long time. It almost is a little much for me. It's a lot for me, for my brain. Oof. All right, well, let's go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way. So since I am already feeling the busyness of this spread, I'm going to do my bullet points in the boxes. And obviously I'll have other things that I'll need to note for the week, and I'll just do what I normally do, which is just, dot and then write what I want to write there. Because this is so stinking busy. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love this. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very bright. and it's very busy. And I will definitely want to be writing in black ink in this one this week. Sometimes when I do a bright spread like this, I use the colors. I use an ink that's in the colors of the spread. So like I would use probably bright pink. That no, I'll definitely be using black. But I do like it. I do like it. So let's put it back on the discs. And we will call it a spread. And I even have pink discs on this planner. There's a lot of pink in here. Okay, I love it. I think that is really cute. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I put this spread together. I hope you like it too. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button on your way out so that you're notified when I put out new content. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and I hope you have a great week. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.